Imagine this. You're sitting in a cafe alone. No phone, no distractions. Just you and your thoughts. A few tables away, a group of friends is laughing loudly, their joy echoing in the space. You feel a pang of loneliness. But what if I told you that being alone doesn't have to mean being lonely? What if solitude could be your superpower? Welcome to today's video, where we dive into the art of being alone by Renuka Gavrani. This isn't just another self-help book. It's a journey, a guide to transforming loneliness into solitude, into growth, into power. If you've ever struggled with being alone, or wondered how to truly enjoy your own company, this is for you. Stick with me till the end, because this book is packed with life-changing insights. Part 1. Understanding loneliness. Before we can master solitude, we need to address the elephant in the room. Loneliness. Loneliness and weak social connections are as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Dr. Vivek Murthy. From childhood, we are wired to believe that being alone is bad. The kid who eats lunch alone is pitted. The movie characters who sit alone are labeled as outcasts. But here's the twist. Being alone isn't the same as being lonely. Loneliness is the perception that something is missing, while solitude is the choice to be with yourself. The book starts by challenging this societal myth. We don't hate being alone, we fear being judged for it. So, how do we unlearn this fear? Let's dive deeper into the first few sections. Section 1. Stop romanticizing loneliness. Loneliness and solitude are not the same. Yet, we often confuse the two. Loneliness is a feeling of emptiness, a longing for connection, whereas solitude is a chosen state of being with oneself. The problem begins when we start glorifying loneliness, mistaking it for depth, intelligence, or emotional complexity. 1. The myth of the tragic hero. Movies and literature have long romanticized loneliness, portraying isolated individuals as geniuses or visionaries. While solitude can foster creativity, chronic loneliness leads to emotional distress. This section dismantles the belief that loneliness is an aesthetic or an indicator of depth. 2. The difference between solitude and loneliness. Solitude is empowering. It allows us to reflect, grow, and enjoy our own company. Loneliness, on the other hand, is a lack of connection that drains our energy. Learning to differentiate between the two is the first step in embracing solitude without falling into despair. 3. Reframing alone time. Instead of seeing alone time as something negative, shift your mindset to view it as an opportunity. Use solitude to explore your thoughts, engage in creative endeavors, and build self-sufficiency. Section 2. The pain of hiding your true self. Have you ever felt alone, even in a room full of people? That's the pain of hiding your true self. We suppress parts of ourselves to fit in, fearing judgment or rejection. Over time, this self-suppression leads to deep loneliness, even in social settings. 1. Why we wear masks. Society often dictates who we should be, what we should say, how we should behave. To avoid criticism, we mold ourselves to meet expectations, but in doing so, we lose sight of our authentic selves. 2. The cost of pretending. Living as a version of yourself that pleases others can be exhausting. It creates a gap between who you are and who you present to the world, leading to emotional isolation. This section explores how long-term self-betrayal can damage our mental well-being. 3. Embracing your true identity. To feel truly connected, you need to show up as your authentic self. This requires unlearning societal conditioning and developing the courage to be unapologetically you. Section 3. How to be you. Becoming your true self is a process of rediscovery. Many of us have spent years suppressing our thoughts, emotions, and desires to fit societal molds. This section is about reconnecting with who you truly are. 1. Self-discovery practices. Start by asking yourself, what do I genuinely enjoy? What are my beliefs? What excites me? Journaling, meditation, and spending time alone can help you uncover aspects of yourself that have been buried under external influences. 2. Accepting your strengths and weaknesses, we often focus too much on our flaws, but self-acceptance means embracing both strengths and weaknesses. Instead of striving for perfection, focus on self-improvement while honoring who you are. 3. Setting personal boundaries. Being yourself also means protecting your energy. Establish boundaries that ensure you don't compromise your authenticity for the sake of social acceptance. Learn to say no when needed. Part 2. Turning solitude into growth. Now that we've tackled loneliness, let's talk about how to make solitude work for us. Section 4. The love for solitude. Wayne Dyer once said, "You cannot be lonely if you like the person you're alone with." This section explores how to cultivate a deep appreciation for solitude. 1. Understanding the power of solitude. Alone time isn't just about being physically alone. It's about being comfortable in your own presence. Solitude provides the space to think, create, and understand yourself without distractions. 2. Ways to enjoy your own company. Make solitude enjoyable by engaging in activities you love. Read, write, explore nature, or practice mindfulness. When you actively participate in something fulfilling, solitude becomes a source of joy. 3. Turning solitude into strength. Many of history's greatest thinkers, artists, and leaders have thrived in solitude. By embracing alone time, you develop self-sufficiency, emotional resilience, and a stronger sense of identity. Section 5. Practicing the art of being alone. Some people are alone because they don't have friends or family. Some people practice being alone because they want to stay connected to themselves. The difference between these two states is intention. This section highlights that solitude should be a deliberate and mindful choice, not an unfortunate circumstance. The art of being alone is about cultivating a fulfilling, peaceful existence where your own presence is enough. So, how do we practice it? 1. Mindful mornings. Most of us wake up and immediately check our phones, drowning in notifications before we even process our own thoughts. But what if you started your day with silence? A simple morning routine of 10 minutes of quiet reflection or journaling can help you reconnect with yourself before the world's noise intrudes. 2. Solo activities as self-discovery. Try doing things alone without feeling self-conscious. Go for a walk in the park. Eat at a restaurant alone without your phone as a distraction. Travel solo. Attend a class or a workshop by yourself. These experiences teach you that you don't need external validation to enjoy life. 3. Engage in a creative hobby. When was the last time you did something just for yourself? Writing, painting, playing music, gardening. Activities that allow you to express yourself freely without judgment can be deeply fulfilling. Solitude and creativity go hand in hand, offering a space for self-reflection and growth. 4. Embrace digital detoxes. One of the biggest distractions from solitude is technology. Constant scrolling, notifications, and digital noise keep us from truly being present with ourselves. Try setting no phone hours in your day. Unplugging from social media, even for a few hours daily, can significantly improve your relationship with solitude. 5. Self-dialogue and reflection. Many of us fear our own thoughts. But practicing self-dialogue, either through journaling or simply speaking out loud, helps us make sense of our emotions. Instead of avoiding solitude, use it to ask yourself deeper questions. What makes me happy? What am I afraid of? What do I truly want from life? By incorporating these small yet impactful habits, we shift our perception of solitude from a state of emptiness to an opportunity for self-connection and growth. True solitude isn't about being physically isolated. It's about being present with yourself and finding contentment in your own company. Section 6. Turn loneliness into a growth period. Loneliness isn't a curse. It's an opportunity. Instead of fearing it, we should embrace it as a period of self-growth. 1. Reframe loneliness as growth. Rather than seeing loneliness as something negative, shift your mindset to view it as a time to focus on yourself. Ask yourself, what can I do now that I wouldn't be able to if I were surrounded by people? 2. Use solitude to set goals. Alone time is the perfect opportunity to evaluate your life goals. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What dreams have you been neglecting? Use solitude as a strategy to set meaningful objectives for your future. 3. Develop emotional resilience. One of the hardest things about being alone is facing your emotions without distractions. But instead of avoiding them, sit with them, process them, and grow through them. Section 7. Make a new best bud. The best friend you can ever have? Yourself. But making peace with solitude requires effort, patience, and most importantly, self-love. This section is about transforming your relationship with yourself and seeing yourself as a companion rather than an outsider. 1. Talk to yourself like a friend. Think about how you treat your closest friend. When they make a mistake, do you insult them? No. You encourage, reassure, and uplift them. It's time to start doing the same for yourself. Practice self-compassion. Whenever you make a mistake, instead of criticizing yourself harshly, talk to yourself like you would to a dear friend. 2. Develop a personal bond. We often seek validation and comfort in others, forgetting that we can provide those same things for ourselves. Start journaling your thoughts daily. Write letters to your future self and acknowledge your own achievements. These simple actions reinforce the idea that you are your own support system. 3. Learn to enjoy your own company. Take yourself on self-dates. Go to the movies alone, read in a cafe, or cook a special meal just for yourself. The more you enjoy your time alone, the less dependent you become on external validation. Over time, you'll notice that solitude starts feeling like a gift rather than a burden. Section 8. Building a dream life plan. Instead of waiting for someone else to create happiness for you, start designing your dream life. This section focuses on being proactive in building the life you've always wanted, independent of external influences. 1. Envision your ideal life. What does happiness look like for you? Is it a quiet home with books and music? A bustling career with travel? Define it vividly, down to the smallest details. The clearer your vision, the easier it is to create a roadmap to achieve it. 2. Develop a daily routine that supports your goals. Consistency is key. Small, repeated habits shape your future. Create a structured daily schedule that aligns with your goals, whether it's exercising, reading, meditating, or working on a skill. The discipline of following a routine will make your dream life more attainable. 3. Remove distractions and prioritize growth. We often waste time on meaningless activities. Identify what distracts you. Mindless scrolling, toxic relationships, excessive entertainment, and gradually cut back on these. Replace them with activities that contribute to your personal and professional growth. Section 9. The Action Plan. Dreaming about your ideal life isn't enough. You need action. This section transforms your aspirations into achievable, structured steps. 1. Break down goals into actionable steps. Big goals can feel overwhelming. Instead of vague ambitions like, I want to be successful, break them down into smaller steps. For example, if you want to write a book, start with a daily word count goal. If you want to get fit, commit to working out 3 times a week. 2. Track progress and adjust accordingly. Keep a journal or use digital tracking tools to monitor your progress. Celebrate small wins and reassess where necessary. Growth is not always linear. Setbacks are part of the journey. The key is to keep moving forward. 3. Eliminate excuses. Often, we delay progress with excuses. I don't have time. I'm too tired. I'll start next month. Start catching these excuses and countering them. Replace I don't have time with I will make time. Prioritize your goals over temporary distractions. Section 10. Make your alone time addictive. The key to making solitude enjoyable is to find activities that excite and engage you. The more you look forward to being alone, the more independence and confidence you cultivate. 1. Explore new interests. Trying new things can make solitude thrilling. Experiment with different hobbies: photography, cooking, dancing, painting, or learning a new language. Find something that sparks excitement in you. When you're engaged in something fulfilling, loneliness disappears. 2. Create rituals that you look forward to. Design your alone time to be sacred and enjoyable. Have a self-care night with candles and a book. Cook a special weekend meal just for yourself, or set aside an hour for creative projects. When solitude is linked to pleasure, it stops feeling like an obligation. 3. Immerse yourself in flow activities. Flow is the state where you lose track of time because you're so engaged in an activity. This could be painting, writing, playing an instrument, or hiking. Finding your flow activity makes solitude deeply satisfying. Section 11. Become independent. Independence isn't just financial. It's emotional, mental, and personal. True independence means being self-sufficient, both externally and internally. 1. Emotional independence. Learn to process emotions without always seeking external validation. Instead of relying on others for happiness, develop self-soothing techniques. Meditation, journaling, and deep reflection help you become emotionally resilient. 2. Self-sufficiency in everyday life. Learn to handle life's responsibilities on your own. From managing finances to cooking meals, basic life skills make you more independent and confident. Relying on yourself reduces the fear of being alone. 3. Set boundaries and cultivate self-respect. Independence also means not tolerating relationships that drain you. Set boundaries with people who overstep or take more than they give. Choose quality connections over quantity. When you respect yourself, others follow suit. By implementing these lessons, you'll realize that being alone isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace. Solitude, when used wisely, becomes your greatest tool for growth, happiness, and self-discovery. So, let me ask you, when was the last time you truly enjoyed your own company? If the answer is, I don't remember, then maybe it's time to rethink how you see solitude. The art of being alone isn't about isolating yourself from the world. It's about realizing that you are enough, just as you are. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more powerful book summaries. And tell me in the comments, what's one thing you love doing alone? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, embrace your solitude and make it your strength.